Many people wonder, what if I'm invited to a gay wedding? I have been, even where that might not be legal. There are ceremonies to kind of honor this union. Or what if it's a Christian who's marrying a non-Christian? And I believe that 2 Corinthians 6 says that that's an unequal yoke. God doesn't want believers to be marrying unbelievers. Or what if there's some other reason why I believe that this wedding is wrong? Should I attend? Now, I would say a general rule would be that you have to figure out what constitutes approval. For instance, if you're invited to the home of your gay neighbors who are in this relationship, and they want to serve you dinner, is it a form of approval that you would come and have dinner with them? No, I think that's just being a nice person and a good neighbor. So you're not making any comment on the choices they've made. So that would be appropriate. Likewise, having them into your home, I think that would be appropriate. A wedding, it seems to me, is a little bit different. Maybe it's a lot different, because the old wedding ceremonies would often talk about, and sometimes they still do today, about how we're all joined here together to witness this, and you're sort of making yourself accountable to all of us, and our very attendance here is in some way an expression of approval. And not just I wish you well in general in life, but specifically, I wish for you the greatest happiness in this union. Well, if you fundamentally believe that this is wrong, then are you expressing some approval there? I have counseled people before and encouraged them not to get married because I saw some huge red flags. And in the end, did not attend those weddings, not because I was, quote, trying to make a statement, just because I didn't feel like I could say I feel good about this wedding. By the way, one of them years later came to me and said, "Thank you for telling me the truth. You were absolutely right. Our marriage ended in disaster." And maybe if everybody who knew them and believed this wasn't right, this was not going to work, if everybody had said that, and if people had said, you know, I love you, I've always wanted to be your groomsman, I've always wanted to be your bridesmaid, but I can't in this situation. If more people would speak up, maybe we could avoid that sort of thing. So I'm not comfortable with the implicit approval involved in attending a gay wedding. Somebody says, well, what about having people in your home? I would say, when they're inside your home, when they're under your roof, you are accountable to God for that, because this is a place where you have dominion and responsibility. So I would not say that a couple that's living together, that I would say, hey, you guys sleep in this bedroom. I would have the uncomfortable conversation with them to say, we love you, you're welcome to stay in our house. Because of our convictions, would you mind the separate bedrooms? And maybe they'd say, well, then we'll stay at a hotel or wherever. But please understand that this truly is us trying to honor God. This is not about things that we've come up with. Well, what about if your child marries somebody and you know it's not right? Should they live together? You allow them to stay in the same room together. Well, I think when it's husband and wife, the marriage is a real, actual marriage, even if you didn't approve of it. So I would say, yeah, sure. But is, quote, gay marriage truly a marriage, whether it's made legal or not? In the sight of God, is it a marriage? I don't think it is. So I think that's another component that's involved. Of course, we are to speak the truth in love. Of course, we are to share grace with people. But I do think there is a time to say, you know what? In the name of love, I won't do everything possibly I could do to make a statement of I approve, because sometimes in the name of love, you don't totally approve. You just have to find the ways to graciously communicate that. Very tough to do.